Greetings from beautiful planet of Microtech. I am Qutatron, and today I will do a proper Crusader Intrepid review because we know everything. We know the pricing, we know how this ship will be looking in PU because I am right now in PU. Intergalactic Expo event is on, so let's dive in. First, I need to address a couple of things about the look of the Crusader Intrepid. Oh, and actually I found a nice nice toy here in emergency shelter. Okay, let's go to the ship and stick to the plan. Overall, I like the look of the Intrepid, but I see a couple of problems, and I can imagine that some of you can told me in the comment, "Hey Qutatron, this ship is ugly as hell." And to be honest, I can't see the ugliness as hell. I can see some problems. For example, little issues with proportions. Maybe this cockpit area need to be a little bit thicker to match overall massive silhouette of this vehicle. Back in the day when we had here size 3 gun, now we have size 4. With size 3, this proportions was even worse, but right now is slightly better. The next thing I see here is engines proportions to the rest of the ship. Maybe these engines need to be a little bit bigger. Next thing is very flat and boxy top of this ship. There's not big amount of details. Also, this cockpit in the front looks pretty basic. I think also that a gap between cockpit and between gun is a little bit too big, but overall thickening, only a little bit thickening this cockpit area would solve a problem in my opinion. But overall, I think this ship looks cool, looks unique. It's pretty much big for a starter ship, of course, but to be honest with creators, everyone who wanted to build a ship, for example, in Space Engineers or in Empyrean Galactic Survival or in other spaceship building game, knows that the most important thing is to cram everything necessary inside of the ship and then build the ship outside of the internal components, especially if you want to create a compact creation. If you want to have a pretty small ship and you need to create a good interior and slap there enough components and enough technical stuff, sometimes the overall look and sometimes proportions will be a little bit worse than you wanted to. And overall, I thinking that Intrepid looks very interesting, and I really wanted to fly this in this ship, and I really wanted to buy this ship as my starter, but I'm not sure right now, and I will tell you why a little bit later in this review. Now let's look at the interior and at the utility. Okay, outside we have a couple of access points. Here we have entrance to the ship. Here we have fuel access. Open it. Here we go. Here at the back, we have access to the uh, cargo elevators. And cargo elevators are in my opinion pretty low, and loading cargo inside will be little bit junky, but it's doable. Here is another cargo elevator, and these elevators are closed from inside. Let's go actually inside of the ship, because this ship is shining the most from inside. We have very convenient and very cool deployable ramp here. I love this because I don't really like ladder animation in ships like, for example, 300i or Avenger Titan. I really don't like ladders. This is perfect. Okay, this is cockpit area. Here we have some component access. This is old. We know it from PTU, fuse relay, life support, open radar, avionics. Here we have some technical shenanigans. Maybe in the future it will be something, for example, like data collecting servers. I don't know, maybe. Cockpit view is awesome. Visibility is very important thing for me, and having so great visibility in starter ship is excellent. I think only Mustang Alpha have better visibility than Intrepid if we're talking about starter ships. And we have here two MFDs. This is okay. We have lot of active buttons here, even for headlights, which is unique. Now let's go on the back. Here is fire extinguisher. Here we have access to this cargo pods. This is pretty useful, because if you slap here, for example, two SCU storage box and loot bunkers and distribution centers and so on and so forth, you can always access your stuff from inside, and you can leave it open and use it as alternative way out. We have two of these cargo pods, and we can also come and open. Something is really wrong with server today, but you know, it's free fly event, so server can be a little bit junky. And yeah, we can also open and close this from inside. Here we have also engineering terminal, so this is the first starter ship with engineering terminal. I can't really tell you right now how important this will be in the starter ship. Maybe we will able to tune a little bit and have better performance. I don't know. This is this is purely speculative. Here we have component access, and unfortunately only one cooler, one power plant, one shield, and of course quantum drive and jump drive. So only one shield in the ship of this size is, in my opinion, not acceptable. Not for this price. Okay. Here is interior. I like the animation of doors. Here is toilet with shower. with working mirror. Maybe this working mirror is so expensive. I don't know. This is pretty interesting. As you see, I have my pickleball here. This locker looks pretty basic, but actually, every of this compartment is perfect to fit here. Small storage box or delivery box. They fit perfectly, which is great because it's expanding even more your storage capability, or it's pretty nice place to put the delivery boxes if you run delivery missions, and you can secure this stuff inside of this locker like this. Lovely. Intrepid have also very nice weapon rack for a starter ship. This is the weapon rack that fits 2 main weapons and 3 smaller weapons or multi-tools. And here we can put a railgun. This is the second starter ship with the railgun slot. First is Cutter, of course. I love Cutter Rambler because Cutter Rambler have even more weapon racks, but this is perfect for me. Here we have also armor locker. Armor lockers will be very important in the future. And here is the biggest storage locker I saw in ships. 1.5 SCU of storage. This is huge. You can put here nice amount of stuff. Probably 2 heavy armor sets with guns and additional stuff and load, a lot of ammunition. Pretty nice. This is a big win. And one of the reasons I wanted to have this ship for me. Here we have also a dining area. Pretty cozy. So let's test this. Yeah. Looks good. And the same kitchen as in C1 Spirit. This is, of course, espresso maker. Very important thing for every Star Citizen. Okay. Openable fridges. Is good if you want to store here some food, for immersion reason. And that's interior of the Crusader Intrepid. And I think the interior of this ship is top tier overall, not only in case of starter ships, but really this is a flying home. Alright, now let's talk about performance. Okay, this ship have very nice speed and maneuverability. Let's try to fly out of the atmosphere. Okay. We reached 500 meters per second. Right now, 700. Okay, we are out of an atmosphere of Microtech right now. We have 70, 80, 20 kilometers away, 22. So, okay, we are out of atmosphere very quickly. Let's go to the SCM mode. We have 455 meters per second boosted in SCM mode. And the acceleration of this ship is awesome. Let's boost 70 Gs. Maybe strafing is not so good, but we can boost very quickly. This is awesome. So flying from place to place will be much faster than in, for example, cutter that I love. Fighting in this ship will be fun if we're talking about flying, but not if we're talking about guns. So let's try to shoot something. I take a contract. Let's actually try MRT. I think this ship will handle MRTs, but HRTs is no-go. To do HRTs, you need at least Avenger Titan, which is superior if we're talking about fighting. And if we're talking about, of course, starter ships. We will see each other when I find my target. Okay, I am approaching the target location. And we have contacts already. What we have here? Gladius. Let's try to take... Maybe first I take this Gladius off. As we see, I don't have too much problems to stay on the target. I have only one shield, but this ship have also plenty of hull HP, over 15,000 HP. So even if my shield drop, it's not a big deal. Let's change target because this guy is hitting me already. It's a hawk. Okay, I need to disengage again. Intrepid is pretty big target. It's easy to hit. And this one size 1 shield is pretty bad thing to have. Come on, regenerate these shields. Yes, Hawk is down. What we have next? The Gladius. Oh, freaking hell! My engine is destroyed. Oh, and I entered the death spin. Okay, I'm good. I'm not. Let's try to use Vitals. Yes. No. It's bad. It's still bad. Oh, freaking hell. Flying in this case is really bad thing. Let's get out of here. So, as we see, I lost one of the maneuvering thrusters. One is here. One was here. So that's why I can't fly properly in this ship. Alright. Repair is not really expensive, so I repair this ship. Now, let's talk about cargo. because cargo is, according to marketing, very big thing, very big deal about Intrepid, and Intrepid have only 8 SCU of cargo space. To be honest, for a starter ship is not bad at all, but it's not a cargo ship, it's a starter with 8 SCU of cargo grid. If starter ship will have, for example, 16 and will be able to do a hauling contracts, okay, it will be hauler, to be honest, but with 8 SCU, I buy 10 SCU of a barrel, which I want to sell in New Babbage. But I need to test something. First, if 2 SCU containers will fit on this grid. Yes, they are fitting. Let's go inside. Let's open this. Close the RAM. Okay. I think I can do this. Fuck. Let's try it one more time. I can enter ship from here. So these boxes are clipping out immediately. I wanted to try to put this inside right now. Let's try to do it differently. Let's use right mouse button. Okay, let's put this that way. Let's go inside. So without clipping on the grid. Okay. And now left mouse button. Okay, let's try to close it. No, it clipped away. So I'm not recommending to putting these boxes off grid inside of your ship. So there is, in my opinion at least, maybe this is my skill issue. There is no option to put more than 8 SCU of cargo inside of Intrepid. And even putting the 8 SCU boxes is pretty hard for me. Alright. Let's take at least 8 SCU of the barrel. And let's sell it. That was not easy. Is Intrepid good for cargo running? Definitely not. For example, 315p, that is in the same price, have more SCU of cargo, and loading cargo in 315p is very easy. So only 8 SCU of cargo space in the Intrepid, without any other options, to be honest. Now let's fly to New Babbage, let's sell it, and let's discuss a pricing of the Intrepid. So unfortunately I can't even enter my hangar, but this is not a problem with Intrepid, it's a problem with server because of event and because of pre-flight, and New Babbage is pretty crowded right now. So maybe that was not a good idea to do a cargo run. So let's fly instead to the uh, Port Tressler. And before I discuss the prices, I need to tell you also that this cargo base are not able to transport vehicles. Maybe if you are skilled enough, you can put here with tractor beam Mirai pulse, but as you see, putting boxes inside of the Intrepid is dangerous, so I'm not recommending trying to put here even Mirai pulse. Okay, here we have game packages. Right now Intrepid starter pack is in Warbound offer, which is nice. Let's sort it by lowest price, and as we see, the base price for Intrepid is $65. Like C8R Pisces, which is medical ship with respawn point. Like Reliant Korea, which is not very good ship right now, but comes with a Avenger Titan Loner. So for this price you got two chips right now. Maybe if Reliant series got rework, this will be not a thing anymore. But we have in the same price 315p, which much more cargo, much more firepower, speed, and with pretty nice interior, with a gun rack, with bed, with bathroom and storage locker. Smaller than in Intrepid, but still it's very good interior. 315p have also bespoke tractor beam on the nose. So it's one of the best ships in this value. And we have also Avenger Titan and 300 I4. $60, very good ships. And we have all, of course, Cutter for $45, which is, in my opinion, the best starter ship because it's relatively cheap, it's not overpowered like a Titan, for example. So it's a good thing to have for start and grind your way to better ship relatively quickly. So Intrepid for $65 have 8 SU of cargo storage, but in separate cargo elevators. Loading boxes isn't really easy in the ship. Its flight's great, but low DPS. It's no-go if we're talking about earning money on bounty contracts, to be honest. If you have too low DPS, combat is not fun. It's boring, in my opinion. But Intrepid have very, very nice interior, and this is the best thing about this ship, to be honest. Only one size 1 shield. It's bad for the ship of this size. Maybe with second shield, I will tell that, okay, this ship have great interior, have some utility value. Okay, I buy it for $65. But without a second shield, I don't know. I need to play maybe 1 or 2 days in Intrepid. I do some off-gridding maybe, but on Hearthstone, no, not on Microtech, because Microtech is right now too crowded for me. And I decide if I want to upgrade my cutter to the Intrepid. But right now we have Warbond, starter package with Intrepid with 20,000 USC, lifetime insurance, so it's maybe important for some players, and self-land hangar, and additional fusion paint. So this starter package is for $68 without included taxes, which is a good price, in my opinion. If you are a new player and if you really like this ship, It's a good price for starter package, but we have also Qatar IEE starter pack for $62 for me, but $51 without taxes. And I recommend, to be honest, this starter pack. Maybe it's not lifetime insurance, is 10 years insurance, which is also great. But we have additional skin for our ship. We have very good price for the cutter, and in my opinion, this is the great opportunity to start your journey in Star Citizen. So, in my opinion, it's better, simply. So, Crusader Intrepid is very good for flying from place to place because of nice speed and very good flight mechanics. It's good for collecting loot from bunkers, from distribution centers, and so on and so forth. It's good for off-grid living because have marvelous interior. This ship is matching my playstyle very well, but lack of DPS and lack of shielding, it's a downside of this ship, to be honest. And for this price, I don't think it's worth it. If you want to buy a Warband starter package, this pricing is okay, but I highly recommend to test this ship before you decide if you want to buy it or not. Right now it's perfect opportunity to do this. Go to New Babbage, rent this ship for 2 days and enjoy. That's all for today. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing. It will help me a lot. As always, have a great day and bye bye.